like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Hands up.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Loop to get us started. And off we go here in Cincinnati. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Oh, man, what a start to this one, Greg. Right out of the gate, first play of the game. A big ball downfield for the touchdown.
I don't even think the fans have settled into their seats, Mike. I mean, you talk about a fast start. There was no settling into this one. This play caller wanted to attack early, and boy, did he ever.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. Off the play fake, Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official, who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion comes Walker. Jackson now on 2nd down. That's taken in. It's Tiz Walker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 21 on that pass play. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson on the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play there for Baltimore. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. The line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal. Look wide, get this one complete, and he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Ravens. What a year. That is touchdown number 22 on the season. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
28-yard line.
On one, ready? Let's get set. Start.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown.
Chase Brown, ball carrier. Kamari Lassiter on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Right in.
Now, Burrow. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 29.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the ground, it's Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Burrow here on 2nd down. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And penalty flags come in as it lines up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
One, ready?
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
12. Here we go.
He'll run here with Brown, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 11, Mike. Right, 80. 11. Stop.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And the Bengals are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach clean, but they'll have it at the 1 yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 180. Legs hot. Start.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. To the goal line and in. Touchdown Cincinnati. His 6th touchdown now for the season. McPherson now for the PAT. And this one is no good. He has missed the extra point. Keep that one in mind. We'll see if that comes into play as we go along this afternoon. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll run here with the rookie. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Bateman is the motion man. 2nd down, Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd down and 3. In motion comes Walker. 3rd and short, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it's come out to the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Legs hot. Hot. Stop.
A carry here for Brown. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game, where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
Gun. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Down the field, connection made to Mooney. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. 21. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Ready? Here we go.
Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big connection with Burrow and Higgins. Pick up of 46 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter. We're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
Get set. Big 13.
Here's Brown. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
This drive in danger of stalling out on third and 10. It is brought in the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
2nd and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. And he will go all the way. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. On is Luke to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens are back within 6. After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
12, 12, 12. Right 80. Start.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completed. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
That's good.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here we go. Right 80. Right up. Start.
On first and 10, Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
11. Right 80. Right up. Start.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and
Ready?
I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Here we go. Can. Start.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. A gain of 17 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Play action now. It's Burrow. A ball deep for the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Right 80.
Now Brown. Oh, yeah. Big opening up the middle. And he will score. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year. On is McPherson for the extra point. And maybe a wrench thrown in the operation there. Snap wasn't great. Kick is pulled. It is no good.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Report.
Tries to start on the ground. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Let's get set. That.
Now it gives up the middle. to the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that.
Yeah, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Jackson. That's down the field and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Here we go.
They'll go with a counter on first down, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage if that, but there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held.
Here we go. Hot. 180. Nice hot. Hot.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. A big hole. Still going. And he will score again. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are going to extend their lead.
Ravens 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for
After the
Cincinnati.
TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Quick, ready? No.
On play action, here's Jackson. Forced out wide. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Throwing Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. It's a gain of 34. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll try the right side this time. Space to run. Inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
On 2. 11. Here we go. 12. 180. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
9. Here's a second and 9 now from the 29.
Gun. Stop. Hey, can. 11. 12. Stop.
Now, Burrow. Has caught Gesicki on the right. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Third and a yard.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 180. 11 MT. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. That is hot. Finding Higgins. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
11.
First down throw for Burrow. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
7-yard line.
Here we go. 12. Back. 180. 11 Thomas. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Hook him up on a second down and 8.
11 mighty.
Back to throw, Burrow. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
11 MT tank.
To throw is Burrow. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
180. Place hard. 11. 11.
Burrow working in the pistol. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one's knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now.
Here we go.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. He'll get the first down inside the 15. And he's into the end zone yet again. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Right back to him on first down. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Play action now. Jackson out to his right. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. Third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
And with this field position, Mike, I think you're looking at this like it's 4-down territory. So I think they're able to get it there on 3rd down. But even if he didn't, I think that 3rd down call was all about setting up. If we needed to, we'll go for it on 4th.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Now, give an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
In motion comes Walker. Second down, Jackson. He's got it at about the 8, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens are able to edge a bit closer. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. 11. Hey, can. 12. Stop.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Gun. 12. Big 13. Big 11 MT. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Open man down the field, Mooney. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
46-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
11.
First
11,
and 10
Thomas.
at the 43-yard line.
Stop.
The handoff here, up the middle. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Demarion Overshown there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7.
Let's get set. White 80. 11 mighty. Stop.
Running from the pistol, it's Bretter. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
35-yard line.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter. And the Ravens will take over here just past the 30.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
Easy, right?
Off the play fake. Jackson. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
You just can't defend a pass much better than that, Mike. And the way they teach these defenders is attack the receiver's hand with your hands. That's the catch point that you want to disrupt, and makes a really nice play on the ball, and he's able to knock it out of bounds.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
A first down throw for Jackson. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On third down, Jackson. That is intercepted. Picked off by Tyree Stevenson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're on to you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the 29, here's second down and 5.
Here we go. Stop.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This is caught at 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And that That one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
They're on the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a throw right side to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Devontae Wyatt in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he's going to get this close to a 1st down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice game.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. In motion comes Andrews. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's going to have the Ravens 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Bateman is the motion man. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Catch made there, left side by Walker. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Again, it's Jackson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Jackson up top again. And he's in. Pass Walker. Touchdown, Ravens. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. Just a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Right shot. Stop.
Up the middle they go. Has an opening. Past the 40. A terrific run. Finally brought down, but he's inside the 35-yard line. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Here we go, here we go. 11, Mighty. 180. 180 shot. 11, Thomas. Shot.
On the toss, they'll run. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
On 2, ready?
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 5.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Gun, gun. Shot. 11. Hey, can. Shot.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. The ball comes out. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Turner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
All right, Mike, at this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You got one side losing it on a fumble, the other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see big plays. I want to see long drives, touchdowns. Not a game of hot potato, bouncing the ball back and forth.
180 shot. Shot.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Shot. 11. Shot.
They'll run here with Brown. Good running inside the 25. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 35 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
180. 180 shot. Stop.
Brown, and this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the Ravens 5-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, another one from the 5, second down and goal.
Let's get set.
With the fullback trying to power it home. And that big offensive block. Clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals. McPherson now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Quick hitting slant there, and he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
There's no secret this day has been a rough outing all around, so at this stage of the game, really no choice but to remain aggressive and just try to find something positive on a day where there's been a lot of negative.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Change it. Go ahead.
Jackson looking to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout. Clock will stop. 21 seconds to go in the game. Fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Jackson, now a deep ball toward the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
2nd and 10, Jackson to throw again. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
In motion comes Walker.
180. Finish it on. 180. Finish. You. Middle. Shot.
Jackson now. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
180. Finish it. 180. Finish it. Finish it.
To throw is Jackson. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's...
And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
The final act now of this football game, the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens are able to cut into the deficit. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.